MD. Man known as Bubbles, 2 others charged in D.C. area fentanyl ring conspiracy file. In this June 6, 2017 file photo, a reporter holds up an example of the amount of fentanyl that can be deadly after a news conference about deaths from fentanyl exposure, at the Drug Enforcement Administration headquarters in Arlington, Virginia. The House dove Tuesday, June 12, 2018, into a 2-week vote-a-thon on dozens of bills aimed at opioid abuse, as lawmakers try to tackle a crisis that's killing tens of thousands a year and to score a popular win they can tout for the midterm elections. A handful of the measures are contentious, including one Republican bill that would create new criminal penalties for making or trafficking certain synthetic drugs containing fentanyl. AP photo, Jacqueline Martin, File, Washington. 3 men involved in what federal authorities described as a D.C. area drug crew have been charged with conspiracy to distribute the synthetic opioid fentanyl and other illegal drugs, according to a newly unsealed indictment. The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia said 54-year-old Donald Leroy Williams, of Hyattsville, Maryland, sold drugs, alongside his son, 30-year-old Antonio Donald Shelton, around the D.C. area. The father and son team were known as Bubbles and Little Bubbles, prosecutors said. A third man, 37-year-old Demetrius Antonio Johnson, known as Bake, was also involved in the drug ring, prosecutors said. Prosecutors said Williams started selling drugs to an undercover Fairfax County police detective last May, and at one point sold the undercover officer 1/2 kilogram of fentanyl for $40,000. The FBI arrested Williams November 7 when investigators searched Williams' home. Prosecutors said they found a large amount of fentanyl packaged in small baggies, large amounts of crack cocaine, marijuana and a loaded handgun. The 3 men have been charged with conspiracy to distribute 400 grams or more of fentanyl, 100 grams or more of heroin and 28 grams or more of crack cocaine. Williams is also charged with possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. The maximum penalty on those charges is life in prison. Like WTOP on Facebook and follow at Top on Twitter to engage in conversation about this article and others. Copyright 2018 WTOP. All rights reserved. This website is not intended for users located within the European Economic Area. More news. The latest APME to support Capital Gazette reporters. Local news drivers told to prepare for ungodly July 4th delays. Local news. The latest civil rights groups want court vote postponed. Local news.